Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on Feg Token. In this video, we are going to run through a quick update on one of the mods which or admin who posted a detail on what is it that's going on with Smart DeFi, that particular update. We're going to run through that. It's going to be a little bit of a reading session, so I'm going to put in my views on that as well as we are going to discuss a little about what's the new amazing partnership with Chihuahua that Feg is having. This is Mr. Aslan. Crypto education is my passion, guys. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research before you get into any token out there in crypto space. And like I always say, stay away from scams and be careful from that. So quickly running down to the update because it's quite a read. In fact, with Feg, this is what astonishes me, or this is what interests me with Feg token. They're always very much in detail, in depth, and very technical in terms of providing information. That's something that is not so well organized in many of the projects that are out there in the crypto world. So very few projects actually give out that much information, and those projects which give you that much of detailed information are definitely doing something, guys. Understand? So anyone can just come out and say that, okay, we are building a swap. Now, okay, people might think, yes, we are just going ahead and getting a swap. Just like you have Uniswap, you will just have XYZ a swap where you just go ahead and use a token, you have a liquidity pool, and yes, you're going to do it. But what is that swap doing differently than other swaps which are there out there? So all these codings for Uniswap or PancakeSwap is pretty much available for free, right? It's just that you are always kind of almost copying that particular code and just going ahead and putting some input in terms of UI interface and stuff, and probably deploying it on your website or any other portal that you want to do. It's not so much of an effort, in my opinion, as far as my expertise goes in terms of technical aspects, my experience and my expertise, through which is what I'm speaking, guys. You do not require too much of an effort, right? So unless and until you want to have some core function that is actually changed, like for FegX, I can root that the core function that they have actually built up in terms of having the swaps and their exchange is with gas rebates. That's a function which no other swap has. Show me any other swap or any other DEX tool which can give you that particular option of gas rebates. Absolutely, as far as I know, there are none. So those are the intricate things that Feg is trying to change when it comes to DeFi space, and that's what I like about it. So moving on, guys. So with this update, I'm going to go ahead and read it through and probably then share my views on what I feel about it. I'm going to try and share the sequence of events, so many that will help get the picture of how developments happen behind the doors. Only SD or Smart DeFi was available to SD was available to the public on the day when Auto Deployer went live. Devs forgot to lock the tab, and so a few team members made a couple of tokens then, back at the end of August. Now, I wasn't aware about it. Anyone who got to know about it, well, do let me know what your feeling was, like if you got to test it from your side, that is. When Rocks launched and the whole story with the bots happened, FegRocks went on a coding spree for a few days, and he had his visions, and so he created smart lending technology, gas rebate program. Plus, we were dealing with the dozens of projects launching on FegX, so we got feedback on the deployer what were the difficulties for the projects. That was the first week of September. So then the deployer went on a break so that new contracts could be launched, and we needed to migrate 70 pairs to new contracts. That's 70 teams to coordinate to unlock their liquidity and let them migrate, and while it is done in a safe setting. That's a pretty huge feat in itself, especially considering that it's an ecosystem that is built on their own, so you need a lot of things to be changed. It's not just like changing a single line of code, guys. It's a lot more involved in the technical aspect. It definitely takes a lot of time, and yeah, I agree to it. It has definitely eaten away a lot of time. Around the same time, we realized that the pre-sales is something what is needed if we want to make sure that it is safe and all in-house, rather than trying to coordinate with multiple services. Now, that's actually pretty good, because whenever you have a launching platform, it's always good to have a pre-sale platform also built. Like, you do not want to have a token launch done on a Smart DeFi platform of Feg, whereas the pre-sales happen on any other website like DX Sales or Ping Sales as such. So it will become a little more cumbersome. It should be a whole package, right? So that is something that is really good to have. So that when FegRocks spent second half of September and early October writing pre-sale contracts, and UI devs developing the front end and testing them. So since pre-sales is an awesome function, it was logical and it was needed for the Smart DeFi as well. which also meant writing new contracts for the smart deployer. Then we got the first pre-sales and feedback. Now, around the same time, Binance blockchain had some upgrades for a good 1 to 2 weeks that were not announced but interfered how contracts work. The issues that we not only with FegX contracts but also many other platforms had problems. In order to solve those problems, FegRox basically spent 2 sessions, 50 hours each in 1 week, coding and rewriting the testing building, not knowing what he's trying to solve for, but he figured it out. Plus, pre-sales contracts were also improved based on the feedback. Now, the same time, October FegRox also wrote contracts for the Universal Stable Cent and for a new swap tech, not going to be released in the upcoming releases but for later. Now, this is all that has happened behind the scenes. What are my views on this? First and foremost, what I can get from the entire update is that Smart DeFi was kind of ready. It wasn't something that it was supposed to be waited or supposed to be, still developed or stuff like that. It was already done and ready. But however, there were other certain influences on the external front, probably feature ads that had to be done, especially with the pre-sale platform and the contract changes when it comes to certain Binance-based updates. Now, yes, the Binance blockchain forking is what I believe happened. Is That's what they're referring to. And as far as I was knowing, yes, even I was not aware of that Binance fork that they were supposed to do. That was announced pretty much near to the forking period. It was not something which anyone or everyone knew about it, is what I personally believe. But yeah, do let me know in the comment section below if anyone of you already knew about forking well in advance. Like I'm saying, 3-4 months well in advance. So that's something that even I thought came out as a sudden update. But yeah, how it impacted on a technical aspect to FegX contracts and stuff, there might be an impact. That's my honest opinion, guys. There might be an impact because if you look at the FegX contracts and stuff, there are a lot of custom functions that are inbuilt. It's not a normal contract that you can actually look into. If you compare the FegX contract to any other regular token contract, you can see a lot of custom functions built in, and that's where you see that certain changes in one single parameter might affect many other parameters in the entire contract functioning properly. So just to give you an example, take the staking rewards or probably take the transactional burns, right? So whenever you have a transaction happening of any token that is there on the FegX platform, any token pair, there would be a burn that would be happening in the background for for Feg. So that's how it actually works, and those are inbuilt contracts that need to be written or coded individually for that particular token pair as well. Because I think the base pair for FegX in all the tokens, whenever you want to launch it, would always be with FBNB. So that's how it operates over there, FETH or FBNB. So I believe, yes, there would be a technical aspect or a technical angle which might have delayed this entire process. That's again my honest and personal opinion. So yeah, I'm excited to see how it comes out in the coming days. Probably the new year or this Christmas might be something that we can definitely expect some very big updates happening with Feg as well. I'm excited. But in my opinion, 2022, like I've been quoting always, will be a big year for the entire crypto universe as well as the DeFi and GameFi platform. So these are the two platforms, or these are the two areas which I'm very much bullish about. So any projects, any legit and genuine projects which are there in these two systems, the DeFi and the GameFi, and NFTs are part of GameFi, so it's like a combination that you can never forget. So these things will definitely moon in the next year. That's my honest opinion. That's my thought on whatever basis of research that I have gone through. Do let me know what you feel about it in the comment section below as well. Now, moving on to what's the entire news or buzz about Metaverse and Feg. Now, Chihuahua is a company which is or a project which is into NFTs and Metaverse and stuff. I believe their website was not up at the time I was checking when it was announced, but yeah, I guess this is what I can see. But not many functions are working. They did announce this on Feg Radio, and they quoted that their website is still in development, and once they are released with the website which is all done and ready, they are going to go ahead and announce it publicly. But what this partnership ideally means for Feg and Chihuahua will support a DeFi multi-chain approach to the metaverse powered by the Feg FRAP pairings, Smart DeFi and Smart NFT tech. Now, what is Smart NFT tech? That's something that I'm really interested in knowing. Well, that's something that I guess I'll have to wait more to understand how it entirely works. Let's see how it actually works out. So this elite level gaming and crypto partnership will bring new eyes to FEG and is simply massive. Well, like I said, I wanted to be in DeFi space, I wanted to be in GameFi space and NFT space. Now, FEG has also ventured from the DeFi to, or expanded from the DeFi to GameFi and NFTs as well. I mean, it's a complete package in my opinion. That's where they're making a footprint in each and every area that crypto has a lot of potential in the future. Now, a lot of products are there. You have the FEG exchange entirely built, which is a total DeFi exchange. It's a really nice one to actually have use. I have used it personally many times, and it's really nice. And after which, my personal opinion again, guys, do let me know what you guys feel in the comment section below. But these are just my honest opinions, and I like the technological aspect that is behind this entire project. The amount of technical thinking that they go ahead and probably some of the thoughts that they have is way ahead than what other people are actually thinking in the crypto world right now. They want to make DeFi space a safe and secure area where anyone who wants to go ahead and build something on the DeFi platform can easily go ahead and do that without any hassles. And even for end users, the user interface is much more easy and simple to understand as well. So these are the two areas which they are very much targeting to be in, and the footprint into gaming and NFTs would give them a whole new angle in terms of market visibility as well as the project development in the near future. So I'm excited to see what more news would come out in the coming days. Do let me know what you guys feel in the comment section below as well. And I have a personal target of reaching 1000 subscribers. 850 is what I have reached right now. Just that small 150 bit is what I require. Give me that small push and help support a fellow YouTuber, guys. Thank you so much, and hit the subscribe button. That's it for this video. Have fun and take care.